Forgiveness seems simple, yet it's as elusive as a shadow at dusk. We often clutch our grievances tightly, convinced they define us, but what if they don't? Imagine your mind as a garden. How does it flourish when choked with weeds of anger and resentment? The act of forgiving is not a gift to others. It is the liberation of our own spirit. This act does not erase the past, but it does release its grip on our present. Consider the mountain. It stands resolute, enduring the harshest storms without crumbling. Forgiveness is your mountain. It provides the strength to withstand emotional tempests. Can you, like the mountain, find peace in stillness and strength in surrender? It is not weakness to forgive, but an act of profound courage. To let go is not to forget, but to learn and rise above the pain. We are often knights in our own tales, yet, unlike those cloaked in armor, our battles are internal. The knight of faith believes in unseen possibilities, in the power of the heart to heal. What if you approached your grievances with the faith of such a knight? Armed with faith, forgiveness becomes a sword that cuts through bitterness, but it requires trust in what lies beyond the immediate hurt. Imagine a river, persistent in its flow. Over time it shapes the hardest stone. Forgiveness is that river, wearing away at the hardened layers of resentment. It is not a grand gesture, but a gentle, persistent act. When you forgive, you allow the waters of compassion to flow within. What can be more liberating than to allow your spirit to flow freely, unshackled by past wounds? Each day offers a new beginning, a sunrise over the mountains. The dawn does not linger on the darkness it replaces. It simply embraces the light. Forgiveness is your dawn. It does not dwell on past wrongs, but sees the potential of the present. This is your opportunity to start anew. Can you, like the dawn, find beauty in change and hope in renewal? Speak to the child within who believed in endless possibilities. They knew how to let go, to move on without bitterness. Reconnect with that part of you. Forgiveness is a homecoming to yourself, a return to innocence and peace. It's a gentle whisper, reminding you of your own capacity for love. What if the world became a kinder place, starting with your own heart? Consider the tree. It does not begrudge the wind for the storm. It bends, it sways, but it remains rooted. So too with forgiveness. It is not a passive act, but a resilient one. It acknowledges the storm, but chooses to stand firm in peace. What if you could bend with the winds of life rather than break? This is the strength of forgiveness. Today, take a moment to breathe deeply and release one small grievance. Feel the weight lift, the space it creates within. This is the beginning of your journey up the mountain of forgiveness. One step at a time, you ascend. Each breath, a step towards freedom. Each release, a new height reached. It may not be easy, but it is worthwhile. The path is not always clear, yet the mountain stands as a guide, unwavering in its presence. Forgiveness is not a destination, but a journey, one that requires patience and perseverance. With each step, you shed the burdens that no longer serve you. What if each release lightened your soul, like casting off heavy armor? This journey is yours to take. There is a quiet power in relinquishing control. When you forgive, you choose not to be defined by what has happened, but by how you respond. Imagine the freedom in that choice. Like a bird taking flight, you are no longer tethered to the ground. you soar above with a view broader and clearer. What if forgiveness is your wings? The universe is vast, and so is the capacity of your heart. Forgiveness is the expansion of that heart, an opening to new possibilities. It is not about condoning wrongs, but about expanding beyond them. The stars do not judge the night, they simply shine. Can you find it within yourself to shine, despite the darkness? In the quiet moments, listen to the echoes of your own heart. They tell you what you need to hear. Forgiveness is a gentle echo, reminding you that you are more than your scars. It is a soft refrain, urging you towards healing. What if you could listen, truly listen, to what your heart whispers? This is the sound of peace. Imagine the tapestry of your life, each thread a moment, each color an emotion. Forgiveness weaves these threads into a harmony of understanding. It does not unravel the past, but reimagines it. The picture it creates is one of balance and beauty. What if your life could be this tapestry, rich and full, despite the knots and tangles? In the depths of winter, the tree holds the promise of spring. Forgiveness is that promise. It is the belief in renewal, the faith that new growth is possible. It is the cycle of life, of death and rebirth, of endings and beginnings. What if you could see the potential for growth in every hurt, the seed of transformation? Sometimes it is the smallest acts that have the greatest impact. A single word, a gesture, a moment of understanding. Forgiveness is found in these small moments, the quiet choices that reshape our world. Like raindrops on a window, they may seem insignificant, but together they wash away the dust. Can you find those moments in your own life? The journey of forgiveness is not linear. It is a winding path, often doubling back before moving forward. But with each step, you become more yourself, more whole. It is a journey worth taking, for it leads to the heart of who you truly are. What if, in forgiving, you discover your own strength, your own capacity for love? With forgiveness, you stand at the mountain's peak, surveying the world below. The air is clear, the view expansive. You see the path you've traveled, the obstacles overcome. This is your moment of clarity, the culmination of your journey. What if, from this vantage point, you see not just the past, but the infinite possibilities of the future? This is the power of forgiveness.